again here. Want to say hello to all my peeps today. This is really my first official video at just, my life, keep it real. What's it like being a stay-at-home mom who takes care of her mom, mother-in-law, who is disabled, most of the time can't drive, has lots of appointments, her niece, which is almost like a daughter, her who's 11, preteen, oh my word. Also, my 18-year-old son who has finally graduated to semi-adult status. 3-year-old daughter who is the love of my life, but also the most, how do you say it? It has been the most challenging aspect of my life, being older mom, because I'm not young. I'm not 25 or 26 or 27 because I want to pull my hair even at those ages, but I am 46. So I had her when I was 42 with in vitro, and we were just blessed beyond measure. I was scared at having a baby starting all over. I had an 18-year-old at the time. I had a 14-year-old at the time who the 14-year-old really needed me. The 18-year-old really didn't like me. He really was bad with mom. And I happened to want children separately, and a wife who has tube ties, which was the stupidest decisions I've ever made. And a friend of mine, Susan, her thoughts just went so through in my mind at the time. Angie, are you sure you want to do this? Because one day you may want to change your mind. You may regret this decision. I do. They're going for the discussion. Just go ahead and take care of it all. The snip. No big deal. So, needless to say, it was not going to be rose with my husband and I to have her. It was a long time, very challenging, a lot of money. I bought us along the way. He provided the knowledge to see doctors that would work with us, would offer us military discounts to help with the payment. Gave me insight on what thought helped me to delve in and zero in and find places where we could buy our medication online, and we have everything ready to go. So it's kind of like going down a brick rail. And patients are done in vitro. It depends on your hormone level, where you are, and your maternal age. If you really have to apply what they will do more than one type of medication. One is a regular one. They gave me Jordan, and they gave me another one, which I can't recall off the top of my head. And those injections went into your stomach twice a day, and then you had the wonderful shot going into the rear, and that was your testosterone shot. And oh my word! Every morning I have an ice on my rear, on the hip, like circumflex, target area, to put the blood vessel, and having in the fat in the muscular tissue. And I'm bent over my whole row to my rear as my husband is trying to take this, huge needle, super thick. Like, if you've ever given a class on it, it's an 18-gauge needle, not a small butterfly needle, 25-gauge. Nope, the big honking one. And you have to shoot it up to the top to make sure it's not an air bubble. Hold back to make sure you haven't hit the blood vessel, and then you can sing up thunder all the wind. So once my mother-in-law had dinner, that was fun. It just caused those eggs to grow. You go for ultrasound of reach. They can double. They look for your eggs. They see how many follicles you have. So the funny part about it was, extra. I ordered some from Israel. Came in last stars. I forgot those were. Those that were not going to have a it comes out. So crazy expensive how much the meds are. Just so crazy expensive. And the gonadotropin we ordered from a Canadian pharmacy. And I had everything I needed except for the lovely trigger shot. Now, the trigger shot is used when your doctor says, hey, we've got the level back from your doctor. I was out of town being monitored patients in Syracuse, New York, with C1 fertility. I don't recommend Dr. Hilton and his team. Without them and their prayers and their services and their belief and just the amazing quality of and the passion that he has, all the YouTube videos he does on how to be healthy, we have her. So anyway, the trigger shot is used to keep you from ovulating. You have all of these eggs in a normal cycle, you're able to mature and develop, and then your body will release hormones, and it causes the follicle to rupture. And in a normal situation, it will rupture and it will flow out of your ovary and into your fallopian tubes, where it is then received like fingers, and then it slowly drifts down the fallopian tube as a little sperm swim up and try to fertilize. So with a tube like egg, they just snip the fallopian tube, and they're no longer a receptacle for the egg. And so some people say, they could tie, and unfortunately I was not one of those people. My fallopian tubes were dry and cut, and so rather than wait and doing a reversal and not being sure that I would even have eggs that would meet the sperm, that there would be enough of anything to connect together, we prayed long and hard about it, and several years after 9 years of marriage,
decided on the IVF. And anyway, so my husband drove the day before I needed the trigger shot all the way down from Arkansas to a small town past Houston, Texas on his birthday, and then drove all the way back the very next day. And we were told by the doctor the following day that we had to head to Syracuse and needed to be there in 2 days. And at the precise time, you have to give yourself that trigger shot. It's not like, I think I'll give myself the trigger shot at this time. It was like 11 o'clock on this day. I was in a gas station. I was in a gas station. My husband had to come into the female restroom. I had to pull down my pants and he had to insert that trigger shot, and I prayed that everything worked okay and that it was kept cool. Nothing had dematerialized or anything, because it is a protein strand. So with that being said, sorry to ramble on about my IVF experience, but anyway, people have often said our family is like a sitcom. You know, why don't you ever do a virtual reality television show? Well, my husband would be afraid he'd get fired from teaching or kicked out of the military. So one of the two. But we are crazy and nuts. And some days I love it. Some days I don't. Some days I need to take more Klonopin than others. So I just keeping it real, right? And some days I'm just so thankful. Most of the days, almost every day. And I thank God every single day for my home. And this is my home here, right behind me. And I'm painting furniture. That's my new hobby. I have several. I can't just seem to pick one. I just get bored with it. Probably the ADHD, whatever. But just want to say hi. And I'm going to vlog on a regular basis. I have no idea what I'm going to talk about. I guess it could be kids. It could be hormones. It could be how to deal with spouses, how to deal with whatever. Currently, my spouse is upset with me because I'm not home in the evening because I've pursued the little theater, and it's kind of disrupted the balance that he really likes. And so he's adjusting to that. So, I have my issues, and we all have allowances, and we all have to make allowances for each other. So I love him. I've been married to him for 13 years. He works so I can stay home, and I enjoy and I appreciate every aspect of that. Anyway, God bless. Peace out. And anyway, I've got to work on a new VIP kid video because I need to get some kids. That's another thing. I've got to make some extra money. So if any of you out there have any suggestions on how to do an awesome video for VIP kid, that doesn't entail like some high-tech video equipment, because I can't afford to do that right now until after I make some money. See, that's just kind of how it is. Please drop it below. Give me some information. Tell me. Give me some pointers and tips, and or if you have ways that you can make money from home with a child who's 3, then let me know. Flexibility is a big deal, and I love to be creative, and I love to help people. And when I'm not at home, apparently I'm not too mean. But don't tell anybody. Shh. Anyway, I'll do more tonight at the Fort Smith Little Theater. Tonight's our big opening night, and hope you can come see us. Peace out. God bless. Have fun.